Right now, they market hip-hop as a thug thing. Like, yeah, I bust a cap and I push keys and me and my Lex and my tech line. And so, the B-boys left out.
The heads would not understand if I told them the importance of breaking culturally. Hands over their head.
No doubt, because you got a lot of new kids in there. They don't know nothing about old school, or they claim to be old school, they be fronting. You know what I mean?
I can't really say I invented it because it was a couple of us that really invented it in school, 6th, 7th grade.
And because it's a real art form, it lives through the bad times of it.
It's almost like the Bible, eventually, man, you gotta go back to the original scripture and the original language it was written in, and I think that everybody in the East and the West Coast need to redefine our dance and then take control of it again.
And the intensity of b-boying, and then just the intensity of our situation in the ghetto, all of that piled into one. When you look at b-boying, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I can see where this is coming from. It's a lot deeper than just, well, this is fun and I think it may start out as that.
And getting noticed for the culture of it, not because it's a street dance and it's gonna always stay in the streets.
I think people need this. There's no way you cannot need this in society right now. Coming from the ghetto where everyone thinks it's so negative and we're doing something positive, you know what I'm saying? How can that not become big? Or how can that not become respected in society?
We did the first shows and set the foundation, what has become an industry now. Mm-hmm. And we ain't getting no love. Why is that?
We were known as B-boys.
B-boying is like the ultimate body manifestation of hip-hop. Not only do you have your feet moving, your hands moving, you're using every single part of your body, your head, your neck, your intellect, and also your character.
It's like a charge that I get. It's kind of equivalent to the excitement you get from watching a basketball player coming down. He's about to do an incredible move, and you just, it's like you create this tension and you release it. And visually, it's exciting.
It's an incredible dance. I mean, who in a million years would have thought, like, wow, spinning on your head, or, doing windmills, having your feet kick up and propel. Who would have thought that a person could spin on one hand?
It's not a trend. You cannot say it's a trend anymore. It's a legitimate art form.
You can't just do it 2 hours a day and, okay, I'll do it when I go to the gym. We used to eat, piss, shit, drink, think, b-boying.
Whenever you heard Sex Machine, Just Begun, Apache, for any real b-boy, they would feel it in their body and it would just make you dance, even if you didn't feel like dancing.
To me, it's about music, and it's about what music does to people. Music is what makes me develop my styles and my moves. The record that comes on makes me feel a certain way, and that's the way I feel when I dance.
Breaking is always, it's hip-hop, straight up. Hip-hop is the name of our creative intelligence.
Hip-hop is a culture that started in the boogie down Bronx.
Hip-hops are different elements dealing with music, rap, graffiti art, B-boys, what you call break boys, or B-girls, what you call break girls, and also dealing with culture and a whole movement dealing with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as well as peace, unity, love, and fun.
Hip-hop is beautiful to me because it always challenges America's notion of what they believe young, disenfranchised people to be. Like these people, us, who was supposed to be like just the bottom of society, not know anything, not have like one good idea, come up with like breaking.
I think it really started out of a few brothers or sisters that just didn't care what people thought, you know, just responded to these breaks.
Kids with no money, living in the ghetto, living in urban environments, living in the projects, creating a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Hip-hop has progressed from when it was just B-boys and B-girls and DJs and rappers to now an international phenomenon.
All these other rap artists started coming around and started making money. I'm thinking, wait a minute, what about Kool Herc? He was the one who started this whole thing.
Kool Herc is the godfather of hip-hop. When we say of hip-hop, we mean the whole rim of things, because he did graffiti, he brought the music, and his crew did the dancing. So when they say he's the godfather of hip-hop, they actually mean he's the godfather of hip-hop.
Definitely is.
When Kool Herc have a party, everybody be there.
And if you search the history, anybody would know that the first big DJ was Kool Herc. You know, we used to all go to Herc's parties. We used to dance at Herc's parties. When I was about 5 or 6 years old, I used to listen to Herc play. He used to play at Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. I lived in 1600 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx, the building right next door. But I could never go. But I would always just keep in the back of my mind this obscure kind of scene that I wanted to be involved in and wanted to be down with. He was starting hip-hop.
We followed Herc every fucking where Herc went. Herc was the man, you know, because Herc had the shit. And Herc had the atmosphere. I mean, really, there was nothing like a Kool Herc party.
We heard the music from way down the block. We heard, you know, Herc had the big speakers. We walked down the block. Closer we got, the louder the bass got. And all we could hear is this tall, light-skinned guy going, "This is DJ Kool Herc, and you always come back for more."
And we used to rent this for $25. Half the party was inside and half was outside. That's how packed it got. Till one summer, I gave the first block party right here between the buildings. And that told me where my career was heading, where the clientele was heading. We couldn't come back here. That was it. That was the birth of hip hop, man.
Herc used to play a part of a record that had a breakdown in it. And that's why they call the records break beats. Now, it was a part of any record that had a breakdown where all the music dropped out and it was just a beat. And these beats were so hyped and so frantic that when the music dropped out, it was just a beat, everybody would go off.
And I noticed people used to just wait for those particular part of the record. And I started buying 2 records. I started prolonging the records, the breaks. For instance, James Brown would come into clap your hands, stomp your feet, clap your hands, stomp your feet. I get another one to extend that part. Clap your hands, clap your hands.
We used to always, when we were in a circle, wait for the break of the record. That was it. We would get down to the break of the record.
I call that particular part of the music the merry-go-round. Because I'm going to take the merry-go-round back and forth, giving you no slack.
The break of the record, break. We are the B-boys.
Word B-boy originated from Kool Herc.
B-boys really stood for Bronx, or really breaking boys, because, you know, when people would be breaking at the party, you know, starting trouble.
B-boys and B-girls, break beats. Break boys, break girls.
I can tell you straight up, the terminology breaking comes from the street terminology. The people should say, "Why you breaking on me? Why my mom's breaking on me? Why you acting crazy?" It really just meant doing shit above normal.
The DJs used to cut breaks, and the B-boys would break to what? The breaks. So, you know, it's just common sense, man.
You know, when somebody get mad, yo, he's breaking, stop breaking, man. And if Kool Herc says it, it's official.
B-boy. Boy, that break. It didn't come from breaks on the record. It come from this man, he broke. He went to a point, a breaking point. You understand? So we just use that exaggeration of that term to the dancing. The B-boys, break boys.
breaking goes back, as far as I know, talking to founders of the dance, no later than 73. And these are breakers who used to break mainly on top.
It was like a whole new movement, like just like a spontaneous thing that just happened in the party.
Certain styles of dances came out that you knew was the new dance, and you did it. But with breaking, burning, and going off, other people that liked it would adapt it, and that became like that agenda.
You knew how to do it. You just come in, you know, you do your little posturing and posing, and you know, and then you go down, and then like if you're doing a good move, then people will gather around. So then you got a little circle, and somebody might get in there and challenge you.
All back here was lit up with music. And this is where a lot of people start dancing at. Put a speaker right out here. Everybody having fun. all that crazy stuff.
Because you see all this shit come together. Then you got people like the Nigga Twins, all of a sudden they going down to the floor.
It was one of the brothers that used to be down with Kool Herc, and he had like a little spin move where he would like do that little spin move. And that was actually the first time I ever seen somebody, you know, go down on the floor.
We saw people dancing and we wanted to dance. You know, and it's just that our style of dancing was not like anybody else's.
Funny thing was the Nigga Twins used to always have straws in their mouth.
The Nigga Twins used to come in with cigars and trench coats. And they used to come in and split the place up and act like Groucho Marx. And they used to walk in with the cigars and then meet up in the middle.
When we used to go down on the floor, we didn't get dirty. And we didn't dance on linoleum. We didn't dance on cardboards. We danced on the cement.
Them was the real B-boys from back in the days, you know what I'm saying?
Original top rock isn't the top rock that they do now. It goes like this. That was the original top rock. It wasn't like this. You know what I mean? And there was the Indian step that looked like this. Our up rock was straight up B-boy up rock, like like straight up B-boy.
B-boying on the floor didn't come out to like maybe the ending of 74, 75, where people actually started going down and breaking on the floor.
I don't know who did it, but eventually somebody went down and stayed down. So from up rocking, I brought it to the floor. You know, that's why I was so good, because I was. From there on, it just kept going. Bruce and them brought it out to the Bronx River. Before you know it, there was Zulu Kings. Word up.
It was really a combination of sweeps, CCs, which is the side-to-side movements when you're facing front, and steps like the Russian, which look exactly like a Russian. You cross your arms and you kick front. The steps were a lot more basic, and it looked a lot more. If there's a B-boy out there that I would compare old style to, the real old style is Frosty Freeze. When you see Frosty in like Flash Dance and old footage of him, and sometimes he still does it today, when you see his footwork, it doesn't look complete. That looked more like what the original B-boys looked like back in the days.
They used to do a style that I hardly see anyone do, which is more like jerky type of, it wasn't like a six-step, you know, this is how it goes. It was a little more sporadic and wild spirit, like boom, freeze and blah, blah, you know what I'm saying?
And then with the godfather hip hop, myself, Africa Bambaataa, you had what you call the Zulu Kings.
I grew up watching more like the Zulu Kings, Beaver. Beaver was like the biggest name in b-boying, period. I mean, you couldn't find nobody better than Beaver until Spy came along and blasted him with Track 2 and the brothers.
Everything, all the breaking and stuff like that were considered underground. And so Kool Herc brought everything out into the open. And that was like, say, 74, 75. All the underground stuff, all the in-house, all the hallway dances, and all the house party dances were brought out to the street. And the more they took it to the street, the more nationality